The band that I secretly wish I was in. Pan fucking Terror rules. That's all I'm going to say about that. Welcome back to the channel, brothers and sisters. This is the fire-breathing motherfucker coming at you today. Just doing a quick video. My Legion of Doom is coming up next, man. I'm still working on that, you know. Doing a little tweaking. Anyways, you know, I never met, we counted down my guitars in the last video. The last Damnation series, you know, I had 7 guitars. Well, no more cymbals today, I promise. I got a little carried away last time. Anyways, like I said, man, I counted down my guitars, you know, just for the hell of it. And like I say, I'm not really a collector guy. You know, I've been whittling it down. You know, I'm trying to find that magic number. I think at one point I had 9, and I was like, that's too fucking many guitars, man. I'm not Steve Vai. I'm not even the guy that fucking tunes Steve Vai's guitar and carries it around from fucking the bus to the gig. You know, anyways. So, you know, I had it down to 7. When I did my countdown, I had it down to 7. And I actually went down to 6. I think 6 is the good number for me. Yeah, I could have made a dick joke out of that. It would have been easy. What I ended up doing is I took that Flying V, Judas, my number 7 guitar, took it down to the local guitar store. You know, I like to support the local guitar store. I don't go to that. You know what one I'm talking about. Yeah, fuck that place, man. The initials are, I'll put the initials down here. I don't even want to say that, motherfucker. Anyways, so I brought it down there, you know, and I said, hey, man, let me consign this thing out. And I told the guy, you know, the manager's a cool dude. I told him flat out, because, you know, they got students there. They're, you know, teaching guitar and shit, which is awesome. So I said, hey, man, you know, if you know some kid that's looking for a nice guitar, you know, you can drop a couple stacks off, you know, and hook them up. You know, pay it forward a little bit. You know, like I said, I've said it before. I'm not a good person, but you know, I try to pay it forward. Oh, that was an accident. Anyways, I try to pay it forward a little bit. You know, so it was kind of cool because this kid, one of the students that had a Squire, he's like, he wants to upgrade to the Gibson, and I'm like, fuck yeah! Like I said, I love, you know, Fender's cool, but I'm a Gibson man. Through and through, baby. Gibson guitars, man. Gibson and Jackson. That's the kind of shit I dig. Anyways, what I was going to say is, so now I'm down to 6. And, you know, like I got these silly-ass names for them, whatever. But I kind of figure when I'll put all the names down here, by the way, right here. Kind of reminds me of like a drunk dart team or something, you know? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of useless shit going on up here. Anyways! Oh, yeah, I got the new shirt today, Ozzy. You know, normally I'm not a big graphic guy. I just kind of have the name of the band, but I don't know, this bat one was kind of speaking to me, so I thought I'd check it out, man. Hopefully I don't look like too much of a schmuck. Well, you know, any more than normal. Rambling again today. Anyways, it's a nice day down here in H-Town, and what I was going to do today is, like I said, you know, the face of metal, the Squealie. And I'm going to use this guitar as a prop, kind of like I used to do back in the day. Anyways, for those of you guys and girls out there that, you know, don't know, I don't know shit about guitar. I mean, maybe a little bit. But if you don't know a lot about guitar, when you see a metal band or a rock band, and the guitar player is playing, and all of a sudden he makes a face like this, that's a Squealie. Woo! That's kind of what it sounds like a squeal, but we call it a Squealie. And usually you can tell when they do that face, you know. Speaking of which, we're going to count down my top 5 favorite squealers today. Real quick, number 5, my boy Mick Mars. And I'll tell you why, man. Like I said, Squealie is the face of metal, and nobody makes a better face than Mick fucking Mars, man. Every time the few times they pan over to show him, you know, when they're not showing all them other 3 fucks, you know, every time they show Mick, he's just like, yeah, you know, he's got that face. You know, he puts the guitar up and he's just like, yeah, Mick Mars. Anyways, Mick Mars is going to be my number 5. Like I said, he makes the best faces, and I'm going to prove it right here, man. You know, I get a little anxious when I go in a tall building like a normal person, but I'm not really scared of much, Mrs. Fire's got a list. Number 1 is spiders. Number 2 is clowns. Number 3 is clown dolls. And then number 4 is just regular dolls. So anyways, there's one thing I'm scared of, though. I'm scared of whatever the hell was in Mick Mars in that Livewire video. I think it's a demon. I'm going to play the clip right here. It's real fast, but I kind of slowed it down just so you can see it, man. That is some scary ass shit. Here we go. All right, so like I said, man, my scary ass motherfucking guitar slinging boy, Mick Mars, number 5. Number 4, of course, you got to have this guy on there, Zakk Wylde. I mean, that guy is the squealy fucking master. Number 3, little bit of a curveball, Bill Steer, Carcass. Man, that guy gets some awesome squeals. That guy's just got an awesome guitar tone. I saw him there, they had a music video out a couple months ago. I think he's playing through like maybe a 5150 head. But man, he's got a Gibson. He fucking just gets the nastiest shit out of that thing, man. Bill Steer, Carcass. Number 2, back to one of my bands, Forced Entry, Brad Hall. This guy has some amazing squeals, and I'm gonna pick one out. If you go on YouTube, man, I know I'm not asking much out of you people, but check this shit out. Forced Entry, they got a song, and I'll put it down here. It's called Macrocosm, Microcosm. And it is so fucking badass, man. It starts out with just a little riff, and then the guy drops off. The bass and the drums come in with this really killer groove. And then about 30 seconds into that song, in my opinion, probably the coolest fucking guitar riff I have ever heard comes out of that motherfucker right there. Brad Hall, Forced Entry, man. That guy was a fucking nasty motherfucker, but in the best way possible, people. Oh, one more thing I got it sitting here. I was going to mention, and like I said, I'm not a good person, but, I try to, when I can do something, I try to do a little something here and there. Anyways, Mrs. Fire works with this dude, and he has a teenage daughter. And, he's trying to get her off the goddamn computer, TikTok, Facebook, all that. And but speaking of which, I'm not on any of that shit. I just do the YouTube. If you want to, reach out to me, leave me a comment. But yeah, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, fuck all that shit, man. I'm just not down. If you're down with it, more power to you. But it's just not how I roll. He's like, you know what? I'm going to get her a guitar. He got her a guitar. He enrolled her in one of those School of Rocks, and she's digging it, man. He said she's really getting into it. So, like I said, it was a while ago. I had, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 guitars. I had a spare Jackson that was literally just sitting there, collecting dust. So I said, you know what? Send it her way, man. She fucking loves it. She sent me a picture doing the metal. And I told the dad, I said, hey, man, in 10 years, we'll go see your ass at the show. Be in the front row. Anyways, this is a good story, man. Good, that picture was, I should have saved that fucking picture, but I had put it somewhere. But anyways, one last thing. They did something kind of cool. I didn't ask for nothing, but, being from Argentina, they sent me this bad boy. And if you know who this motherfucker is, then you know. I got to tell you, man, I'm not a big sports guy, but I will say this. The World Cup is the best sporting event in the world. Obviously, it's the World Cup, man. It's awesome. I watch it every 4 years. Kicks ass. I started watching it back in like 06. Just got into it, man. It's some good shit. Anyways, enough of my rambling. We got one more to go. And you know where I'm going with this. Cemetery Gates, Becoming. I mean, I could be here all day talking about how awesome of a guitar player Dimebag is. But I'm not going to do that. we're going to end it up. Like I said, Legion of Doom is coming up next. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching the videos. Subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. Drop me a comment, man. Tell me about how badass my new Aussie shirt is. Yeah! Anyways, before I go, just want to say once again, thanks again for checking out all the shit. I appreciate it. Seriously, I appreciate it, man. Every view. Anyways, one more random moment of awesomeness brought to you by the fire-breathing motherfucker.